In this video for COREONE CNC Plasma, we are going to create a 4-hole base plate. First, what we're going to want to do is open up viacad. After you open up viacad, you're going to see on the left hand side your toolbar. Now it is a very simple toolbar, but what is cool about it is if you hold down on the different tools that are already existing, it will give you different polygons. You could do circles to get different circles. You do lines to get different lines, and so on. So for creating the 4-hole base plate, we're going to click on a rectangle. We're going to click the mouse once, drag it out, click it again. Now we can see our width and height. We're going to want to set the width and height at 4 inches. So we're going to simply type in 4 and type in 4. And then you're going to want to hit enter. Now, let's say we're going to want to put a drainage hole for whatever's welded onto this base plate. On the left hand side, we're going to go to our first circle option, circle 1 point. We're going to place it in the center of this. Now as you can see, we really don't know where the center is at. The best way to find the center is just simply hover the mouse over this until you find your midpoint. Midpoint, and this is just hovering. And then now it gives us exact center. So we'll click down. Let's say we want to put a 1-inch diameter drainage hole. We're going to type 1 for 1 inch and hit enter. Now we have a 1-inch hole right in the center of it. Now let's say we want to put a 1/2 inch radius on each corner. To do that, you're going to simply come over here to the toolbar, click on your radius tool, set our radius at 1/2 inch. Then we're going to simply click on this line and then click on the line to the left of it. Now that's made that a radius. Now we're going to click on this line again and click to the line right of it, and so on and so forth. Now it's time to put the 4 holes where it be secured down. We're going to go back over to our circle tool. We're going to do our diameter for a 3/8 bolt. Now we're going to simply go like this and find our center point on our radius. And it'll do automatically for all of them. You just need to find the center point. Now that we have our 4-hole base plate done, we're going to want to go up to File, Export. We're going to export it as a DXF, inches R12 version. Hit OK. Now we're going to save our file to our desktop. Base plate. Save it. Now this is when you're going to go into your My Plasma software. So we're going to click on this icon. We're going to bring up our page. Now we're going to come up here, click Import File. We're going to want to go to our desktop, so we're going to click right here to import our file. Click on the desktop. There's our base plate file. So we're going to open that up. You can see it's right here. We're going to hit import. And now you can see this is going to be the first cut, the second, and then from here to here, and then here. And then our last cut will be the outside. So everything looks good there. We have our My Minicam on, outside offset with a tip 0.05 for the kerf. Your kerf width is basically the width that your plasma cutter cuts out while it's cutting. Then you have your lead in and lead out. So that looks fine. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to move the table around with our arrow keys into the position where we're going to want it to start cutting, which will be the bottom left of your cut piece. After we've done that, we're going to come over here to our project position, bottom left, zero that out by simply clicking, and then we're going to zero our Z out. The tool we're going to be using is 14 gauge for demonstration. Now we click 14 gauge, all of our cut speeds are already preset, and now we can hit start. Now the cutter's cutting the first hole, then the second. Now it's going to cut the outside. And now you should have a 4-hole base plate cut out on your COREONE CNC plasma cutting table. Thank you for watching.